What's up, Wood? Today we're playing a game called Marie's Room. It's a short story exploration game about an unconventional friendship between two classmates. You play as Kelsey, remembering Marie's room as it was 20 years ago, but something's off.
I didn't want to come back. Why would I, after all that's happened, even in here? So, where is the journal? California crisp white wines. I'll need a crate of those when I get out of here. No, that's her parents' room.
Hi, Kelsey. Yes, I'm talking to you. I know you've been reading my journal. Can I ever forgive you for what you did? Honestly, I don't know. I'm trying really hard, but I don't know how. Because I don't understand any of it. You are my friend, and I loved you unconditionally. I did what I did because of you, and I stood up to him because of you. But you, I don't know. Right now, I can't be near you, so I don't want you to come find me. I promise I'll be all right. Marie.
Except she wouldn't be. She would not be all right. Have you seen this man? Yeah, I've seen him.
Come and tell me what to do. 'Cause I'd do anything for me.
Mr. Torres gave me my own set of keys, so I'd feel at home. I loved him for it, but every time I used those keys, I felt a pang of guilt. The Green Eatery. Green as in with fungus. Yes, I am never eating Ayurvedic lasagna ever again. But some people must have liked Mr. Jones's cooking because he was out every night cooking his green stuff. Food rescue. Yeah, it was a good place to be until Marie showed up. I know she didn't mean anything by it, but the pity in her eyes. Worse than being hungry. I couldn't. I couldn't afford a car, and Marie didn't want one, so we rode our bikes everywhere. I thought I looked silly, and with those damn sparkly shoes, I probably did. Yeah, I was losing my glamour status at school right there. She loved being a birthday girl. Mr. Torres would take her shopping every year. I loved skinny dipping, but Marie insisted on wearing this thing. Really, I mean, it
I
was
thought I
Mr.
was.
Jones's pool, after dark. No one would ever come close to the freak. And he wasn't there, just to be clear. But someone else was.
I thought that I was supposed to be searching anything. I guess I just click on the journal. Am I supposed to read this?
We had a party today, celebrating 3 years of food rescue. Everyone was there. All those happy, familiar faces. I loved it. Kelsey came in and never took her for one of one of the hungry. I don't think she knows my name, but everyone knows her. She's gorgeous. It surprised me as all. I could see the shame in her eyes when she had to accept a bag of groceries from me. Still, I couldn't take my eyes off her. If this world allows someone like Kelsey Jackson to be hungry, it must be everywhere. So I'm going to fight it with everything I've got. You know, they had voice acting everywhere except on this part. Oh. Alright.
That's Trevor's phone number. He called her. I knew he blamed her for everything, though she should have blamed him for what he did to her and Mr. Torres. She once asked me, "Don't you ever dream, Kelsey?" And I said, I don't. I don't dream. I plan. What I didn't tell her was that I wouldn't allow anyone to mess with those plans.
Had to respond to the
Disgusting,
text.
but cheap. I got used to them after I didn't want to go to the food kitchen anymore. The vicious taste of these meatballs still beat the humiliation of being served by Marie.
What did they add? Another section? Wait, what is this? Am I skipping something? In November 7th. This is December 4th. I mean, November 17th. It says I screwed up. But I was worried. I'm still worried. And what else could I do? Kelsey hasn't been to food rescue in a while, and I just wanted to make sure she wasn't hungry or something. So I offered her my sandwich. And then there's a scream. It's like a pirate sound. Ugh. Why did I do that? Now, we'll never be friends. Good one, Marie. Really, really well done. She looked at me like I was crazy and walked out. And now we're behind with the project too. I hope we make the deadline. They got this random guitar music, but it goes with it, I guess. Why do they have more music on here? Do I have all the pages? Walk. Yo, this sensitivity is crazy. Can I turn the sense down? No. Got it.
Sometimes it got so hot, this thing wasn't doing it anymore. Then we'd take off to Mr. Jones's swimming pool. That night, I guess he must have seen us. Lorraine, Marie's mom, died when she was 5. My mother, she might as well have been dead. She looked more dead than alive, anyhow. Passed out on the couch, empty bottles of gin on the floor.
Oh, yeah. My bottle's not empty. And I don't have kids. What is the password?
Damn, what's the password again? I need to find it.
I'm not a loser. Okay,
She
I don't
must-
know. Oh, there it is. Library.
La La Land. That movie was a shit piece of crap. Glad Trevor snuck us in. I don't think I could have handled wasting $20 on that. Never thought I'd see Marie there. Then again, she always was a dreamer. I bet she loved it. She never realized I didn't want to be her friend in public. Trevor. What an asshole. After we broke up, he got violent sometimes. One day, he dragged me through the school hall by my shirt until one of Marie's geek friends stopped him. Ben, I think it was. He got a lot of shit for it later. Mr. Torres. Thick as thieves, those two. Ever since Lorraine died, they only had each other. Marie was suffering when he was in intensive care. That was a nasty knife wound.
Bro got fucking stabbed.
She wouldn't stop
Stephen
about time
Hawking.
travel and black holes and stuff. I just wanted to do something simple. Calculate shit. Boring is what she said. Her, the weird kid, talked boring. So yeah, we settled on antimatter, because who wants to be boring?
It'd be nice if I could adjust the sensitivity. This is crazy.
Yes. The science project. Of all people, they chose to pair me with the girl from Food Rescue. Outrageous. But I got over it, and chose to work my ass off. I had to if I wanted to get that scholarship.
What's wrong with working with somebody who goes to a food bank?
Hated that thing.
I wish I still remember how to solve the Rubik's
Chemistry
Cube.
holds no surprises. Love that. She hated my cigarettes. Every time I felt like going out and buying a pack, she made me put the money in that money jar. One day, that money would pay for our gas to drive to college. We only needed money for the one way. I ended up using it to get to Vancouver. I didn't like that she kept the stone. Why did she have to be reminded? I told her I was sorry, but she said it was for me, to remind me. I thought I was so lucky. An adoring boyfriend, free burgers from the kitchen he worked in, sparkly things he bought me. I thought if I took care of him, he'd take care of me, and we'd get out, just in case I didn't get that scholarship. I had no idea where the money came from. Mr. Torres and Marie were robbed in their own house, not long after we met at Food Rescue. He was stabbed, almost died. She was knocked out with a baseball bat. She was in the hospital for a while, stitches, concussion. She still had headaches, she said. She asked me why I was so angry all the time, and I told her because it's a dirty deal. It's Russian roulette and utterly unfair. The cards I'd been dealt, any player would have passed. I chose to be angry instead. But Marie, my friend Marie, she got me a new deck and suggested I deal again. I'm not a shadow person. Yeah, it took me all I had to convince her she wasn't. I couldn't afford a car, and Marie didn't want one.
That's right, I already
So we
clicked
rode our
on
bikes
this
everywhere. I thought I looked silly.
case.
I need to find the key. A 5-figure number.
Alright, so we need a computer password and a 5-figure number. Oof, I'm stuck on the bed. You gotta be kidding. Oh, okay. Thought the game broke.
Mr. Torres loved that beer. After the robbery, he only had a couple left. Apparently they were hard to come by. Still, we decided to try a bottle once. Marie loved that label. She drew it in her journal. I remember that. All that happened later that night, I'm not sure. Maybe I don't want to remember. Marie always dreamed about going to Europe. I don't think she ever went.
Oh, the rest filled in. Alright, so 4 days after the first one, it says, OMG, they put me on Kelsey's team. My heart races whenever I stop to think about it. Don't think she's all that pleased, though. I wonder whether she remembers me from food rescue. God, I hope not. I feel so connected to her. Isn't that weird? I'd love for us to be friends. She's just amazing. Can't wait to start working on our science project. Did you get that? Our project. I feel like I'm going to explode from excitement. Oh, then there's that last one. Later that month in December 22nd. Why do you keep writing this shit? I know there isn't much news in Orange Grove, but it's been ages. Not literally, but you know, they're never gonna find them. I wish everyone would just stop. Leave us alone. So I can forget that whole god-awful night. Some think my dad was a hero for trying to stop them. The truth is, we never saw them coming. When that guy jumped and stabbed my dad, something snapped, and I would have punched him, scratched his eyes out. I swear, I think I could have killed him. But the other one got to me before I even knew there were two. I never saw their faces, and neither did my pops, so they never caught them. I'm not fearless. January 5th, 2018, so it's a new year. We're all just matter. That's what Kelsey keeps saying, and she's right. But matter is also life, and life is something we need to take care of. She likes to be out on a limb. She says she's got nothing to lose. Bam. She didn't even realize what she was saying. Or maybe I'm too sensitive. Guess that'll show me to believe that we were friends. I guess I am a shadow person after all. I think she's gonna break her neck, by the way. See if I care. What does that mean? Or I guess she's offended because she's when she says she's got nothing to lose, but she thinks that they're friends. I don't know about this neck breaking part though. Then her mom's birthday. Then January 28th. Trying to ignore the fact that all of Kelsey's cute stuff is paid for with with Trevor's money. He's such a creep. I don't get what she sees in him. She says I'm jealous. The thing is, she needs him to get away from all this, but she doesn't. She got away from her mom all on her own. Kelsey's the smartest, coolest, sweetest person you can imagine. She doesn't need anyone to get her out. She can do that all on her own. Too bad she doesn't believe that herself yet. Do people actually write in journals? Cause I see all these like decorations and stuff. I think maybe it's just girls. Guys probably don't do that stuff. Then February 14th. Fuck, so stupid. I finally got to see La La Land. They showed it on classic night at the theater. I went with Ben. Loved it. Kelsey was there too. I was so happy to see her. I actually freaking hugged her. She pushed me away. Asked me what I thought I was doing. And that Trevor asshole was enjoying the show. And her stupid cheerleading friends. And then what is this? A ticket. Man, this doesn't sound like it's gonna end good. We're going to be friends. February 16th. Okay, calm down a bit. That Lala night, she was with Trevor. And he's such a fucking asshole. She's different when she's around him. Not that it makes it alright. But she did come over to tell me she was sorry. She knows she was wrong. Broke my window with that damn rock. She said if I'd answered the call of the pebbles, she wouldn't have thrown the rock. What the hell? She's been here ever since. Doesn't have anywhere else to go really, except for Trevor. I'm glad she'd rather sleep here. Right now as I write this, she's on the bed going over some notes from class. I like having her here, and Dad's okay with it. And then it goes to March 3rd, and it's blank. Huh. Is there anything else to search for, or oranges?
Have you ever peeled an orange so juicy the drops erupted from underneath its skin like fireworks in the setting sun? The trees in Mr. Jones's garden had them. I used to live off his garden vegetables and fruit before I met Trevor.
Man, this reminds me of a story my dad told me. What else is there? Anything over here?
Every Tuesday, the food trucks would roll in. Me and Marie never missed Jorge's tamales. When I was a kid, Jorge would put some aside, just in case my mom was too drunk to feed me again. He had money, you see? He bought me things. I was gonna wear these to the prom. Fancy, right? At the time, I didn't know where the money came from.
She keeps saying at the time she didn't know where the money came from, so if I had to guess, it's not from a job.
There's no such thing as food waste. And don't I know it? The smell of garbage will be in my nose forever, and the taste of it in my mouth. I swore I would never be that hungry again. I didn't care what it took. Marie insisted on saving these. She was going to make a new world with them, whatever that was supposed to be. I've never actually seen her build anything.
March 3rd, 2018. Oh, those sparkly shoes. She wears them all the time. Or wait, it says March 3rd here. Maybe that's where it starts. And then this note is March 17th. Last night the heels dug into my calf. That freaking hurt. Have you seen those heels? So I yanked them off her feet and told her not in the bed. She was amused. I can't think why. To be honest, I wish I was a size 9 because they look absolutely gorgeous. The way she's got a foot fetish, she said on Kelsey's feet at least. When I tried them on, I looked like little girl trying on mommy's shoes. This doesn't sound like Friends. But so this is March 17th now. You may have noticed, sweet journal, that there are less and less F words in these pages. I'm so freaking proud. Only when I go berserk, like when Kelsey threw that rock through my window, then it's hard to keep up. Did you know that as a little girl, I used to curse abundantly, trying to extend my vocabulary here? Dad thought it indicated intelligence, and I guess it looked cute up to a certain age. But he said Mom hated it. So every time I used the F word, he made me put a piece of candy in the swear jar. Can't tell you how much that hurt. Every time. Because I'd never see it again. And I think he secretly ate it. He must have rejoiced. More vocabulary extension. Every time I swore like a madman. Or, well, a mad woman. And then it's a sticker of a fucking swear jar. March 27th. She called me a friend today. I'm not a shadow person anymore. She's my friend. There's a sticker of a Joker and a house of cards, so I don't know. April 9th. Kelsey is so angry at the world. Like, all the time. It's kind of annoying, but I get it. We all have a different story to tell. So as a friend, I did the only decent thing. Told her she could do anything she wanted. She just had to make it happen, not wait for it. I told her to deal again. not drugs, the cards. Alright, then 2 days later on April 11th, Kelsey broke up with Trevor, finally. She can do so much better than that total loser. He assaulted her in the school hallway. Of course no one saw it happen, but he literally tore the clothes from her body. Fuck. I promised not to swear, so there you go. But she's done with him now. Things can only get better. Then 2 more days later, I think he's crazy. He keeps calling me at the most impossible hours just to yell at me, calling me names, threatening me that if I don't let Kelsey go, he'll do this or that, as if I've got her tied up in here. I now unplug the phone when I go to sleep. This page is blank. It's like a whole month in between, so April 13th, nothing, to May 19th. Kelsey took me night swimming in Mr. Jones' pool. I was scared shitless the first time. But 2 beers and freshly picked oranges. Chill. Best nights ever. 2 beers ain't shit. Nothing was the same. So then it goes from May, skips the rest of May. And then it goes to June 30th. There's been another home invasion just 2 blocks from here. They killed the woman this time. And the police think it's Trevor. Suppose it was him in our house. I can't wrap my head around it. It's too big. But Kelsey says it isn't true. That Trevor's a bastard, but would never commit such violent acts. Looking at that torn t-shirt, I think she might be in denial here. Then it goes to July 5th. I did it. I hope I'm not going to regret this. July 7th. We needed this. Beer, water, and oranges. Like so many nights before Trevor. No, not gonna let him spoil my night at the pool with Kelsey. He who shall not be named shall not be named. Not today. Alright. What else is there to look at or read?
She must have written it down here somewhere.
Oh, I'm not a shadow person. Yeah, look at that. Guess I didn't pay attention. Alright.
One day, I just had to know what's up with all the cats. She said she admired them, that they were who they were without any pretense, that they had no fear of confrontation. She wanted to be more like them. When Bumblebee went missing, Marie cried for days. She thought I couldn't hear her at night. I could never prove it, but I'm sure it was Trevor.
That's pretty crazy.
Marie, what were you thinking? You know that's illegal.
She's finna get a blammy.
Why does someone need to get hurt before we step up and act, for Christ's sake? If they had, none of this shit would have happened, and no one would have died.
Harassment by fellow student. Hi, Marie. It grieves me to hear that this is how you feel, but I'm afraid there's not much I can do at this stage. I understand you are alarmed and feel unsafe, but Trevor has not broken any school laws, nor has he hurt anyone. I would like to invite you and Trevor into my office to see if we can start up a conversation between the two of you. Let me know when you're ready to talk. You know where to find me. Yeah, that's the schooling system, failing us at every turn.
Oh no. Why
Was
didn't
a
you tell me,
stalker?
Marie? No wonder you were so frightened. We never should have gone to the Orange Grove.
That's creepy. I think that's it.
That's Marie's birthday. That's weird. I guess she wrote it down for that Ben guy, for her pizza and movie party. All right, I might have been a little jealous. Trevor was never far off, though. When Marie and I rode our bikes through dark nights just to get a taste of those perfect oranges, I knew he was lurking in the shadows. I never told her, but I think that's how he found us. He followed us back to the room. She wouldn't stop about time travel and black holes and stuff. I just wanted to do something simple. Calculate shit.
That's right, I already clicked on this
Boring,
one.
is what she said. Her, the weird kid, talked boring. So yeah, we settled on antimatter, because who wants to be boring?
Oh, a new note. Well, this is an old one, but a new one. November 9th, 2017. After that school article, people kept asking me why I did it. as if I were some kind of hero. So stupid. And I keep telling them the same story. Aren't they sick of it yet? Maybe I should publish a book. My life story. So they'll stop bugging me. Crazy people. Here for the last time. Last fall, I caught a kid stealing someone's lunch from a backpack. As he stuffed the sandwich in his mouth, our eyes locked. He panicked, dropped the food and ran. I never realized some of my classmates were actually hungry. So I joined the food rescue to help. There at the end, everyone satisfied. January 10th, 2018. I love cats because they're not afraid to be difficult. My cats are a piece of work. I got 2 of them. May 19th, 2018. Today was a good day. Only 5 emails from Trevor. Only 5. I hope he's finally getting it. She's not coming back. He really holds me responsible for it. I can handle that if it keeps him away from her. When I saw him in the hallway this morning, he slid his finger across his throat again. If he wasn't such a scary-ass clown, I'd laugh. But he does scare me. I don't tell Kelsey these things. She shouldn't worry. Then this other one, I already read that, but June 7th, 2018. Took me forever to convince Kelsey to ride a bike. 'Cause it ain't cool. Our rides are the best part of the day now. And on this day, we rode them through Mr. Jones' orange grove. In broad daylight, we got home with a basket full of the juiciest golden oranges. I didn't even think about getting caught. If you were riding through an orange grove, would they even care if you took a couple oranges? Stole a couple of them? They really gonna be mad? They've got like a freaking billion. June 12th. They're not listening. I've tried every authority at school. I even tried the cops. But they just patted my shoulder. Poor little girl. Still traumatized. Bump on the head didn't do her any good. Fuck. Yes, I'm swearing now. A jar full of candy. What should I do? I wish I could tell Kelsey, but she'd go insane and get herself hurt, or worse, go back to him. Trevor is dangerous. I know it's him, and there's nothing I can do. They never believe me. I don't think I'll ever see Bumblebee again. Bro's killing cats. That's alright. That's serial killer shit. Like, I think harming an animal or killing, that's a felon already. June 30th. I can't sit and watch. I'll have to be fearless. I found this site where you can buy guns off anyone. Not that I mean to shoot anyone. It's just I don't know what to do anymore. It's for protection, you know. Isn't that what they say? Anyway, there was this guy who wanted to sell me this totally new 9mm. I'm meeting him out of town somewhere, a little shady I admit, but with Trevor lurking around, I'll take my chances. I don't know, if you're gonna buy a gun secondhand off somebody, you might as well buy it hot. At least you know it will work. June 30th. Oh yeah, I already read this one. I think that's it. Is there anything else here? Glasses.
I wore those a lot. Not to protect my eyes, but to hide them. I didn't want anyone to know.
What does that mean? She was tweaked out on drugs, or she had a black eye?
Lorraine? Marie's mom? La La Land. She was my friend, and I had to tell her. So I came back here, throwing stones at the window. But she didn't react, so I threw a bigger stone, and it shattered the glass. She kept the stone as a souvenir to remind her not to trust me ever again.
Come here this morning. Come and tell me what to do. 'Cause I'd do anything for me. You get me up, get me through. That's the season's fate.
There gotta be something else I'm missing.
It's the seasons of fate.
I'd probably crash out if somebody killed my cats.
They taste like hollow wine.
Can I leave the room yet? No.
They taste like hollow
Food rescue. Yeah, it was a good place to be. Until Marie showed up. I know she didn't mean anything by it, but the pity in her eyes. Worse than being hungry. I need to find the key. A 5-figure number.
Could check this one again and see. Three, 4, 9, 5, 1. I guess because each number is here, like 3, 4, 9, 5, 1. So I'll try that.
I need to find the key.
3,
A
4,
5-figure number.
9, 5, 1.
Yay!
I'm a fucking
Good
genius.
work,
Look at that
Kelsey.
shit.
Oh my
Damn.
god.
Should look down the barrel.
The past, like the future, is indefinite and exists only as a spectrum of possibilities. Stephen Hawking said that. I wish it were true. But there was nothing I could do about the past. It was definite as hell. Sometimes I didn't get Marie. I really thought a night by Jones's pool would help her relax. She used to love it there. But she insisted someone had been watching us. I just wanted to have a good time, and she was ruining it, so I said some things I shouldn't have. She just stood there staring at the window. I was so annoyed. And that's when I knew she'd been right. Trevor. Right there in the room. He'd just come in through the open window. How did he find us? He didn't know where Marie and I lived. I always made sure of that. But he took an orange from his backpack and started peeling it. It had been Trevor by the pool, and he'd followed us home. He said to Marie, "I told you not to mess with me." But still, I didn't get it. No, it wasn't until he started moving in on her that I realized it was Marie. He was after Marie. He blamed her for everything, and he had a knife. I'd never seen him so angry, so evil. Marie tried to get it away from him. He asked her why she never answered her phone. Did she not read her emails? Or did she think they were hollow threats? God, I just wanted to punch him with anything I could lay my hands on. My backpack. I smashed it against his wrist, knocking the knife out of his hands. Marie went for it, but Trevor was faster. He kicked her in the head. I dove for the knife, but he jumped me. As we struggled, he hissed, "Didn't I get enough action yet? Maybe I needed another baseball bat to get my kicks." I stopped, because right then I knew what he was up to. He asked Marie about Mr. Torres. Was he all right? Did he still get stomach aches? Marie lay on the floor by the bed, in shock, realizing it had been Trevor who almost killed her father. Then Trevor looked at me, added with a smile. And her. That's when it all went to pieces. Trevor ripped us apart, and he was enjoying it. Marie didn't understand. I tried to explain, apologized, but she wasn't listening. She kept asking me if I'd been there with Trevor in their house. Trevor stirred things up even more. He told her it was me who had hit her over the head with a baseball bat, that I'd enjoyed it. I screamed in frustration, "No, that's not what happened." Tears streamed down Marie's face. She couldn't believe I would do that, hurt her deliberately. God, I wanted Trevor to stop talking. I attacked him, scratched his face, hit him wherever I could. I hated him. He was twisting everything. I wanted to tell her that I was sorry. Yes, we robbed the house, and we got caught by Mr. Torres, but I never meant for anyone to get hurt. I didn't smash Marie's head. I panicked. I wanted to stop her from seeing me. When I realized how badly injured she was, I called the police. I tried to stay, but Trevor wouldn't let me. He pulled me by my hair into the van. But Marie wasn't listening. I was losing it, and I like to think I beat Trevor up pretty good. But Trevor punched back harder and faster. He was about to crack my skull. Marie clawed for the box beside her, opened it. She screamed, told us to stop, pointed that 9mm at us. Trevor went nuts, charged for her. She screamed, told him to stay back. She'd never shot a gun in her life. She wasn't going to start now. Trevor grabbed her by the shoulders and...
Bam!
What do you think you remember is not necessarily what really happened, or how others remember it. But Trevor fell back on the carpet, dead. That we all remember.
Mom, where are you? Did you get the journal?
I'll be down in a minute.
Aunt Marie is getting a little worked up here. She threatened to smoke a cigar. In your car.
Don't let her. Don't let her smoke. I love that car.
She knows you do. Get down here, Mom. You're taking like forever.
I'll be down in a minute.
Bring the journal.
Damn. Alright, well, I don't see the journal. Oh, here it is. Man. I mean, this...
No, that's her parents' room. What, more than 100 again today? Don't need to go in there. That's the bathroom.
Well, I mean, that was a good little game. A lot of reading. But definitely good. I just finished Marie's Room, and I'm starting to like a lot of these reading games. Pretty cool. It only took me like an hour to finish, and I read everything. There's really not, you're basically in one room the whole time, but I mean, it was a nice story, crazy story. I feel like it's one of those dramas that Netflix or one of the other streaming services would release, like 13 Reasons Why or something like that. But for some reason I thought the end was gonna be somebody suiciding, especially when I saw the gun. It didn't end like that. Trevor got his ass popped. So yeah, and I didn't expect the hungry girl to be in on the break-in, but yeah, Trevor was fucking nuts. Dude was like killing cats. He stabbed her dad, broke into multiple places, killed somebody. Dude was a fucking fiend. But yeah, I would recommend.
Can we get much higher?